Alrighty, hey guys, what's up? It's me, Priscilla, and I am here today with another Moana tutorial. So last week we did a tutorial on baby Moana. This week we're going to do the older Moana, which we will all see in the movie that is being released on November 23rd. And so let's go ahead and get started. And this is a concept art piece, so it's easy and it's fun, and it's very similar to what I taught you guys with Anna and Elsa when Frozen was just released. So we're gonna do this concept art sketch and we're gonna have fun. So the first thing I'd like to do is go ahead and lay out her face. Not her face, just her head. So we're gonna go ahead. We'll start off with our basic circle, kind of round it off to the edge over here. Bring this back. Connect up here. After that, what I'd like to do is go ahead and bring down that middle mark that goes straight down her face, so that's where her nose would line up and everything. And I'm also going to go across. So we have our eye line and our nose line. So let's go ahead and start with this eye over here. So what you're going to do, we'll piece together her face a little bit more and shape it up to look more like hers in a second, but we want to get the insides of her face laid out before we go ahead and start laying out the rest of the outside of her face. So over here, what I'd like to do, inside, and you're just going to make kind of like the top of another tangerine peel, and then you're going to jump down here and round that off. Then what I want you to do is you're going to jump all the way over here, and we're going to almost like, we came all the way down on this side, but what we're going to do over here is we're just going to lightly bring it down, go up like this. You see how I curved up right there? And then underneath you're going to go ahead and make that line. Alright, so let's piece together this eye a little bit more. So over here, I'm going to flip out her eyelash like this, because her eyelash seems to be like Jasmine's almost, Princess Jasmine from Aladdin. When I say it seems like that, it's because Jasmine's eyelash is like, it's a lot of eyelashes, but they're all connected together. So if I color this in, it's one big eyelash. So then after that, you're going to come down here. We're going to make this a little bit boxier at the corner. And make this darker over here, and then what you're going to do is you're going to jump inside, and give her pupil, iris, everything, and then you're going to jump up here, give her eyelid. Now, I know in this concept sketch, I don't really see a shine in her eye, a pupil, or an iris, but we're going to go ahead and make up our own. So we're going to give a little bit of a shine of her eye, and then I'm going to jump inside and give her pupil. And then I'm going to go around. At the top, I'm going to shade in the top around the shine of her eye. And I'm going to leave it nice and blank at the bottom like that, just so it gives it a little, some shading, because her eyes are brown. Now we're going to jump over here. We're going to do the exact same thing over here. We're going to go ahead and give her that big eyelash. And this one's not as pointy as this one over here. We're going to bring this up, bring it down, connect, and we can go ahead and color that in. So we have that thick eyelash line, and then we're going to jump over here, and we're just going to leave this pretty open, like no closed lines around here. We're just going to darken the bottom of her eyelash line. Then what you're going to do again is you're going to go ahead and put in her pupil, iris, shine to her eye, and you're going to leave a little bit of whiteness at the top, so it's not fully attached. It's just kind of floating in the midst of her eye. And then so we're going to go ahead, make sure we define that is the bottom of her eyelash line. So we're going to go ahead and imagine the shine of her eye, and then her pupil, and then I'm lightly going to shade the top. sure that's nice and dark so I can define which lines are which lines. And there we have Moana's 2 eyes. Now for her nose, what we're gonna do is you're just gonna jump down right here. And we're gonna make a little bit of a nose like that. Now what you wanna do is I'm gonna start up here from her forehead. You need to go this way. Bring it down. Outwards like this. You're gonna leave it like that. That's just a little indication of the nose, of her nose ridge line. We can actually get rid of these guidelines. So for over here, for her nose, since we made this, we're going to keep the top of her nose right here, this line, and then we're gonna come around. We're gonna keep this part, and then right at the bottom right here, you're gonna kind of give her a little indication of a nostril, and then you're gonna jump over here, give another indication of her nostril, and you're going to circle up. And if you get rid of the lines, it should all connect like that, and then you're just going to shade the bottom of her nose right here. And we can see the inside of this nostril a little bit more since we're seeing more of this side of her face as opposed to this side. And you want to give a good indication on the side of her nose over here. Now for her mouth, let's go ahead and we're going to go underneath her nose. And you're going to make the top, her upper lip, a little bit curved. And then what I would like to do is I'm going to jump over here. I'm going to make a little bit of a line like that. And what I'm going to do is bring that line underneath this line that we just made, her upper lip. So we made her dimple. You're going to jump over here, bring that out, and curve it upward. And you're just going to leave this curved. You're not going to give her a dimple like you did over here. You're just going to leave that curved. And then what you're going to do is you're going to jump down. You're going to start from this part right here, bring this down. Round it out. And connect all the way back to this line. Then you're going to go back to over here and you're going to bring this down. Keep that pretty narrow. Bring this down. And you're going to go ahead and start turning it this way. And you want to make that fairly thick. Now, fun part, we're going to jump inside just a little bit off to the side right here from this side of her lip. We're going to make a little bit of a notch right here. Off to the side and over here. And then after that, you're going to jump down here, right underneath this row of teeth, her row of teeth up here, and you're just going to start a line. And you're just going to curve it inside of her mouth. And now you're going to jump above that and go to that curve right there. And that's the bottom row of her teeth. So this is her tongue. And this is the inside of her mouth. So we'll make that darker. And then you want to go ahead and shade in her lips. Like that. So let's shape up her face just a little bit more before we add on her eyebrows. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over here from this above her right eye. You're going to go ahead and bring down her forehead off to over here. You're going to jump on the side of her eye. Make that nice and curved outwards. Bring down her cheekbone. Square off her chin just a little bit. Bring up this side of her cheekbone. You're just gonna go ahead and draw her ear for right now, which is just a big C. And we're just gonna leave that alone. We'll jump back up to the shape of her head. And for her forehead, you're gonna round off this top. Make it nice and straight. And connect to over here. And that's how now we have the shape of her head. Now what we're gonna do from over here, this line, you're gonna make a dark little mark here. You're gonna bring this over, arched eyebrow. Get rid of this guideline so you can see it a little bit better. And you bring it all the way off to the side of her face. Jump up here, bring off that side of her face. And you want to color those in. We have one eyebrow, and then we're going to jump over here. Make this notch above her eye just a little bit, and then we're just going to draw the bottom line of her eyebrow. And then we're going to jump up a little bit above that. And draw the top part of her eyebrow. And you want to make sure those are even, and you can go ahead and fill in her eyebrow. Now we have both of her eyebrows. Now I'd like to go ahead and just, before we do her hair, let's go ahead and place out like the rest of her body on this concept sketch. So what you're going to do is you're going to jump down below here, so we have her chin. We're going to go right here, and you're going to make this curved line. After this curved line, you're going to jump off to the side of that curved line and curve this way. After this curved line, what you're going to do is you're going to jump down here and you make this line. So we have this curved line coming out from over here, and we have this line over here. We're going to bring this inwards, and that's her chest. Now let's jump over off to this side of her neck, which is going to start right underneath here. Right underneath her cheekbone, this area. Curve this outward, this way. Round off her shoulder off to the side. So you're going to jump down here, round it downwards, and bring off this side of her arm. And then what I'm going to do is back to this spot. We're going to go back to this spot right here. Curve this way. After that, I'm going to jump right here. And a line alongside this arm. Make sure all these pieces flow together. And then I'm going to jump right here and bring down her forearm. And then from starting up here, she's curving her back a little bit, probably because she's most likely on a boat. So we're going to start from up here, and you're going to curve her back out this way. So when we come back to her chest, this line's going this direction, but the rest of her body's going this direction, and her arm is tucked behind her back. Connect a little bit more this way. And then what you're going to do from up here, you're going to bring down this side at the top of the design of what she's wearing. And that's just one piece of fabric pattern going this way, and we have another piece of pattern fabric going this way. And then we have lines going in every direction. And then from over here, we're gonna go ahead from underneath her neck, once again, on the top of her shoulder. You're gonna bring down this side of her necklace, and you're gonna jump up here and connect up here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to draw a circle at the top. And in the concept sketch, all that her necklace is just a couple of beads right here. And then this is a shell, and you can just go around like that. And give it a little bit more like a shell-like vibe instead of just a plain circle. And for the rest of the design up here, they just have like a couple of marks like this. Now for her hairline, we're going to start all the way up here above her right eyebrow. You're going to bring this up and start from over here. And since she is most likely, like I said, on her canoe or boat, you're going to make this nice and wavy. And it's actually going to come down all the way underneath here. And then what you want to do is you're going to jump back over here from this, lining her face on this side. You have a piece of hair going this way. Jump back up. And then for her ear, you do see the most part of her ear. You're just going to shape it up a little bit more, go at the bottom, and square that off, jump inside, give her the top lobe of her ear, and then you can see inside just a little bit. And then you just want to go ahead and give her more of a hairline, more of her curly hairline. Now what you can do is you can jump in and you can shade all of her hair. Now that we have most of the shaded in, we're going to just use the technique that they used in their concept sketch. So what you're going to do is Moana has really curly hair. So like I kind of started from down here, this little wisp of hair, you're just going to give it a little bit of curl here. Curl here, and these are really dark lines. And you just jump up here, give a little bit of curl. And the last thing I'd like to do is I want to jump above her nose and just lightly shade the top right here. And you can kind of lightly shade below her neck, below her head right here. Shade that in. You just want to make sure everything's flowing. You could kind of give like a little indication of her collarbone. there. Another good thing to go ahead and do is just lightly give her a nice shading all over her skin. And there you guys go. There's how to draw Moana from Disney's Moana. Now, there's the adult version of her, so yes, we did the baby version, the adult version, so who do you want to draw next, Pua or Maui? Maui's gonna be a lot of fun with all those tattoos. But yeah, guys, just leave in the comments below who you want to draw next for Moana, and I will talk to you all later. Bye!